There's a saying, that saying is a squeaky wheel gets oiled, right? We need more squeaky wheels to help advocate for the people we support, for the staff that are providing those services. So the executive budget is the budget that the governor sets for the state of New York. OPWDD and State Education Department, SED, are components of that executive budget. The executive budget then sets forth specific funding for OPWDD as well as SED. Every year, the provider associations get together for a couple common goals and asks for what we need in our industry to continue to sustain the operating budgets that each independent agency has. Last year, we were fortunate as an industry to receive a 5.4% cost of living adjustment. We have not received a COLA at all in years. So it was a welcomed addition based on the increase in inflationary costs, as well as the cost of living and hiring of the staff that we need to provide the services.
The tradition is that in order to compensate not-for-profit providers effectively, we give the July's Consumer Price Index, so it's a rolling cumulative calculation, as a COLA for the year. So for July this past year, it was 8.5%. And that's how much additional money we had to spend just to keep things exactly as they are. We had hoped that we would see an 8.5% COLA in the governor's budget. Instead, what we got is a 2.5% COLA. Now, it's not zero, and it had been zero for over a decade with the prior administration, but it still isn't any kind of a reflection of the increased cost of doing business. 8.5 is how much extra it costs. There are so many issues and concerns, but the thing that is kind of the backdrop to all of them is our staff shortage. And this is not a new situation. It's been going on for quite a while, and COVID made it a lot worse.
Along with the 8.5% COLA that the provider organizations requested in this year's budget, we also requested a $4,000 increase for DSP level positions to be added so we can increase their living wages from $16 an hour to $18, $19, $20, $21 an hour. We have a lot of support from assemblymen and women, from senators, but we need more support. That more support can come from you, the people that vote for these assemblymen and women, the people that vote for these senators, the people that vote for the governor. NIDA, who is one of the provider associations, organized a rally up in Albany, where representatives from every organization as well as the provider associations gathered in the war room to meet with legislators, to meet with assemblymen and women, senators, anybody there that would listen.
And a lot of people are struggling. It's not just some of us, it's all of us.
So there was a nice rally where we had representatives from the people that get services from us and our staff as representation that represents ACLD, as well as all the other organizations that send people up. We need more advocacy all around from the people not that are only providing the service, but are receiving the services, the families, the friends of the families. Contacting your local legislative people. Advocate in any town hall or anything, whether that be in your school districts, whether that be things in your local assembly places. Any advocation is important. Letter campaigns are always good. We have a large voice, but we need to continue to speak louder. A very key component in doing what we do in our industry is consistency. The individuals that we support need that consistent approach every single day. It's very difficult for them to get that consistency when they don't know what staff member is walking through the door the next day. Providing living wages, increasing salary structures, increases the stability of the staff. The stability of the staff increases the consistency. Consistency equals a better quality of life.